How is it that this sinful man is enjoying, whereas a pious man is suffering? By the will of the Supreme, a sinful man is sometimes given the chance to enjoy the material world as if he were not under the clutches of the material nature, just so that he may be fooled. A sinful man who acts against the laws of nature must be punished, but sometimes he's given a chance to play exactly like Hiranyakashipu when he was released from the hands of Lord Nrsinga. Hiranyakashipu was destined to be ultimately killed by Nrsingadev, but just to see the fun, the Lord gave him a chance to slip from his hand. Translation. Making a loud, shrill sound of laughter, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, who is exceedingly strong and powerful, captured Hiranyakashipu, who was protecting himself with his sword and shield, leaving no gaps open. With the speed of a hawk, Hiranyakashipu moved sometimes in the sky, sometimes to the earth, his eyes closed because of fear of Nrsingadev's laughter. As a snake captures a mouse, or Garuda captures a very venomous snake, Lord Nrsingadev captured Hiranyakashipu, who could not be pierced even by the thunderbolt of King Indra. As Hiranyakashipu moved his limbs there and all around, very much afflicted at being captured, Lord Nrsingadev placed the demon on his lap, supporting him with his thighs, and in the doorway of the assembly hall, the Lord very easily tore the demon to pieces with the nails of his hands. Lord Nrsingadev's mouth and mane were sprinkled with drops of blood, and his fierce eyes, full of anger, were impossible to look at. Licking the edge of his mouth with his tongue, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Nrsingadev, decorated with the garland of intestines taken from Hiranyakashipu's abdomen, resembled a lion that had just killed an elephant. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has had many, many arms, first uprooted Hiranyakashipu's heart, then threw him aside, turned toward the demon soldiers. In other words, he just threw him off his lap, threw him down. These soldiers had come in thousands to fight with him with raised weapons and were very faithful followers of Hiranyakashipu. The Lord Nrsingadev killed all of them merely with the end of his nails. The hair on Lord Nrsingadev's head shook the clouds and scattered them here and there. His glaring eyes stole the effulgence of the luminaries in the sky, and his breathing agitated the seas and oceans. Because of his roaring, all the elephants in the world began to cry in fear. Airplanes were thrown into outer space and upper planetary systems by the hair on Nrsingadev's head. Because of the pressure of the Lord's lotus feet, the earth appeared to slip from his position, and all the hills and mountains sprang up due to his intolerable force. Because of the Lord's bodily effulgence, both the sky and all direction diminished in their natural illuminations. Manifesting a full effulgence and fearsome countenance, Lord Nrsinga, being very angry and finding no contest to face his power and opulence, then sat down in the assembly hall on the excellent throne of the king. Because of fear and obedience, no one could come forward to serve the Lord directly.
Fear and what?
Obedience. It says, Hiranyakashipu had been exactly like a fever of meningitis in the head of the three worlds. Thus, when the wives of the demigods and the heavenly planets saw that the great demon had been killed by the personal hand of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, their faces blossomed in great joy. The wives of the demigods again and again showered flowers from the heavens upon Lord Nrsingadev like rain.